Lamb School Noticings is back from fall break with exciting news about our namesake, our alums, our students, and our faculty. And there are upcoming events that you'll want to know about. I'm Mary Fran Matson, professor and head of the Brian Lamb School of Communication, and your host for Lamb School Noticings. As promised, Brian Lamb was on campus recently to participate in our college's LA Influentials class. He attended events with our Purdue Institute for Civic Communication and helped us celebrate the grand reopening of the Brian Lamb School of Communication Digital Media Production Center. Beth Stanley, one of our Noticings producers, talked with Brian at the grand reopening.
And I am back for the Purdue Institute for Civic Communications, which is run by Professor Curiel, and I co-teach a class with her every Tuesdays and Thursdays via television from Washington, and it was a chance for me to meet the students up close and personal, and then meeting with students at lunch and dinner and all that stuff. It's just a great stop.
So if you could give one piece of advice, maybe a lesson you learned in your time at Purdue, what would that be?
Well, as I chatted with the students today, there are two things I would say. One is be aware that you're going to fail before you succeed. Don't worry about it. Everybody does it. They don't talk about it, but things aren't going to work out exactly like you want them to, or you'll be an unusual person. And the second thing, it's kind of a cliche because people say it all the time, be as curious as you can be. Curiosity will help you no matter what field you go into. Just get some sense of the world around you, get to know the people you're talking with, find out where they're from, where they're studying, what their interests are, and you'd be surprised how valuable it is.
Always a pleasure and enlightening to have Brian in our midst. And speaking of Brian and C-SPAN, after seeing our story on the C-SPAN bus in a previous edition of Lamb School Noticings, one of our alums who also worked with the bus checked in to let us know what she's been up to. Courtney Cochran Klipsch, a 2000 grad, also worked for CBS in Chicago, ABC in San Diego, and currently she is the director of marketing at a venture capital firm that specializes in startups. Courtney also noted that one of the companies she represents is based in Indianapolis, and the CEO is a Purdue grad. It's a small world filled with boilers. We held an event for our undergrads recently. The Lamb School annual undergraduate reception was held near the fountain outside of Beering Hall. There was engaging interaction, refreshments, and prizes. It was a great way to celebrate our students and get to know them better. If you have ideas for next year's reception, let us know. Our faculty have been active too. Glenn Sparks was honored as a distinguished alum by Northern Illinois University's College of Liberal Arts at its annual awards dinner on October 10th. Glenn achieved his MA in Speech Communication from NIU and was recognized for his prominence in the discipline of communication. Congratulations on this well-deserved award, Glenn. A shout out to Professor Doug Osman for being awarded a SAIL grant for his upcoming study abroad class in Oaxaca, Mexico. The class also is being supported by the Center for Instructional Excellence. This unique opportunity for students is embedded in COM 497 International Documentary Production. During spring break, Doug and his students will join Mimi Edmonds, the Emmy-nominated producer whose credits include 60 Minutes and PBS, to document cultural aspects of Oaxaca and its people. Hey, Erica and Beth, are you taking this class? Contact Professor Osman for more information. We recently caught up with our busy new professors, Ashley Kelly and Josh Scacco, to ask them how it's going at Purdue.
Purdue's a wonderful place. It's a vibrant student community that is not only interested in what is going on here in Indiana, but also engaged in the broader community outside of Indiana and also in the world. This was part of the reason why I was so excited to join the Brian Lamb School, because one of the things that the school emphasizes is engaged communication.
I'm most excited, I suppose, about the opportunities to conduct research with students. So I'm working right now with undergraduate and graduate students, and I think that combination of teaching and research is really sort of where I'm most interested in continuing to work.
Josh and Ashley, you are key to the future of the Brian Lamb School. Did you know that the Lamb School has a bowling team? Actually, as of this year, we have 2 bowling teams, and they recently had a bowl-off. Beth stopped by to check out the action. Let Jane or Cassie know if you'd like to join one of our bowling teams to get in on the fun. The Communication Graduate Student Association reminds us that Friday Afternoon Club on October 17th is a buddy FAC from 5 to 7 p.m. at All Fired Up in West Lafayette. Be there with your grad student buddy. On Tuesday, October 21st, 3 to 4 p.m., there's a colloquia titled From Idea to Publication with Dr. Ashley Kelly and grad students Elizabeth Wilhoit and Tillman Russell. It's a great way to learn about publishing your brilliant ideas. In another upcoming event, on Monday, October 27th, National Public Radio correspondent and Fox News contributor Mara Liasson will be on campus for the Presidential Lecture Series. Lamb School students will have lunch with Mara and will participate in a master class with her the afternoon before her evening lecture. Contact me for more information. That brings this edition of Lamb School Noticings to a close. Remember to send your noticings to me at mmatson@purdue.edu and stay in touch via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Take special care and see you next time.